Hello, I'm Rainer from Asco Car Hire, and now I'm going to show you the Toyota Lancruiser 4.2 diesel. Now I will show you what you will find under the hood of the Lancruiser. The Lancruiser has a big 6-cylinder 4.2 diesel engine. The turbo is missing on this car, which makes it a bit slow on tar road. But as soon as you go heavy off-road, this car will really show what it has. Like all the other cars, the Lancruiser is also fitted with a dual battery system. In the front you have your starter battery, and the rear you have your second battery, which is used for your fridge. As soon as the engine is running, both batteries are connected to each other and are charged simultaneously. As soon as you switch off the car and your ignition, the batteries are separated from each other, and the second battery is then just used for your fridge. Your fridge can run about 24 hours on a full battery. If there should be a case that you drain this battery, you will still have the opportunity to start your vehicle. Should you encounter a problem that your fridge is not working and that the little green light on your fridge is not burning, please check this fuse, which is very closely located to your second battery. Furthermore, should the second battery not charge, there are two main fuses here and here, which then have to be checked. In the rear of your vehicle, in your toolbox, there you will find certain tools which you can use to change these fuses. You can also alternatively go to a workshop which you find along your way, which could assist you. Spare fuses you will find in this little bag, which is in your glove compartment. One thing about the Lancruiser, if you want to start it and it was standing for a while, you can put the key in and you turn and the car won't start. This has to do with your central locking, with your alarm system. In that case, just let key stand in the last position. Press on your remote the opening button. Then you will also see more lights igniting in your dashboard, and then you can start the car. A little thing you should really know about the Lancruiser is, because of this alarm system, sometimes the car locks automatically. So in this case, please never ever leave your key in the car and close all the doors while all the windows are closed. It could happen that the car closes automatically and you won't get to your key anymore. So in this case, please always take your key along, or make sure that at least one window is open so that you can always open your door manually from the outside. Now I will show you what happens if the car was standing for a while and you want to start it. You turn your ignition key and then you will see that the little battery light is not burning. In that case, please press the opening button from your remote control, and then you see these lights going on, and then you can start the vehicle. The Toyota Lancruiser is fitted with a manual 4x4 gearbox. Normally the Lancruiser is always driven in H2, meaning high velocity, two wheels are driven, and this you will use on tar roads, on gravel roads, and even with easy off-road. As soon as there's soft sand in front of you or a muddy road, you can switch into high 4. For that, you just push the clutch first and pull down your gear. High 4 meaning high velocity and 4 wheels are driven. If you reach a very steep slope, very steep mountain, maybe with loose rocks, or you get stuck in the sand or mud, you can engage the 4 low. To engage this gear, pull 2 times. First into neutral and then into low 4. With this gear, the car has a lot of power and can climb up a mountain very easily, but also going down a mountain, it helps a lot because it also helps to brake the car. If you have now finished driving in 4x4 and you want to switch back into H2, too high, please push the gear 2 times over. Then you are in high 4. And as soon as you want to put the car into H2, you can encounter a few problems. These are a mechanical aspect of the car. It's very normal, and you just need to know how to solve this problem. If you want to put in from H4 into H2, sometimes the gear is stuck and you cannot do that. To solve that problem, please put your vehicle into reverse gear and drive a few meters straight to the back, and then try again, and then normally it should go very easily that the gear goes out. If it still doesn't happen, just do that again, drive backwards and try to push the gear back into H2. After you successfully had the car in H2, please reverse a second time for a few meters to unlock the automatic hubs which are on the front axle. This will cause your tires to be dislocked from your front differential so they can turn easier and it doesn't drive the differential in front all the time. Because the Lancruiser is also made for extreme off-roading, it is fitted with a front and a back differential diff lock. Normally you would first use the rear diff lock, and this you can only use if your 4x4 is engaged in low 4. Then you just push the button and turn it once. Then a little red light will show on the dashboard, flashing. And if you want to engage the front diff lock, just turn the second time. Then also a second lamp will go on your dashboard. You will use your differential lock if you go up very, very steep and uneven slopes, and only will it be engaged if there's slip on one tire. When that slip happens, then also the little lamp in your dashboard doesn't blink anymore. Then it shines fully, and then you know that your car is now in diff lock. If you have both diff locks, you may only really go straight. No? And if you see a curve coming or a corner coming in your road, then while driving, please turn off your diff lock again so that you can, without problems, go around that turn. The Lancruiser is very, very basic, but it has air conditioning, which works a bit different than that from normal cars. To switch on your air conditioning, you have this turning switch, which you turn to the level you want it to cool, and then secondly you have to turn the front switch to have your ventilator blowing. Our Toyota Safari and also our Lancruiser are fitted with this special jack. It's a high lift jack, which can be used to change the tire, but most of the time it's used to get your vehicle unstuck out of the sand or mud, because it can lift the vehicle quite high. Now I'm going to show you how to operate your high lift jack. In your toolbox you will find the special adapter, which also goes into these special holes. On your bull bar, please remove the screw and then lift up your high lift jack till it hooks in here. Then please use the screw to secure the high lift jack to the special adapter, and then you are ready to lift up the car. Pull this little lever to the top. After that, use the big lever with an up and down motion to lift up the vehicle. If you want to let the vehicle down again, push this little lever down, and then the same as up with the big lever and up and down motion. If you have a flat tire on your Lancruiser, you will find the original tools to change the tire behind the rear seat. You just have to lift it up. To do that, you can pull this lever, which is on both sides of the seat, and then the bottom one, and lift up the seat. On this side you will find the warning triangles, a roller with tools. Here you will find a piece which you need to use on your jack, and the original wheel spanner. These metal poles, which you also need for your jack, which you then need to put together, and at the end the turning handle. And here you find your jack, just out of its place. If you want to change your tire, a flat tire maybe on your Lancruiser, please put your jack on the wooden plank provided, especially if it's soft sand or something. Place the jack underneath the axle. Here are little pictures which show exactly where to put it. And then you can turn it first by hand, to pre-mount it, and then you can use this metal piece provided to lift it up. By turning, it goes up clockwise, and by anti-clockwise turning, it goes down again. If you do have a flat tire along the road, please first loosen the wheel nuts. This you can either do with the big spanner which is provided in your toolbox, or the one which is under your back seat. Please place your jack on the rear axle directly on the axle. You can first by hand screw your jack to the position where you want it, and when it starts getting hard, then you can use the piece of metal bar which is included, and this part which is under your rear seat, connected to the jack, and turn. Please don't forget to first loosen your wheel nuts before you lift up the car. Then as soon as the car is in the air, take off the wheel, exchange it with the new wheel, put in the wheel nuts, tighten them a little bit, and then by turning backwards again, anti-clockwise, you can let down your car. If you do have a flat tire on your front axle, then please use this cross member in the front of your car to place your jack, and then the same as on the rear axle, first turn it by hand, your jack, and then later with the tools provided. As soon as you have changed your wheel, please make sure that you tighten your wheel nuts correctly. 120 Newton meters is what you need. I know that's difficult, but at least check that it's really tight. And after about 20 to 30 kilometers of driving, stop your vehicle again and retighten them, just to make sure that everything is fine and nicely tightened. Furthermore, because we don't know what your spare tire is pumped to, check your tire pressure. If you are driving tar road, pump it, or let the tire pressure down to 2 bar. And if you do gravel or sandy roads, reduce it to 1.8 bar. Now I will show you how to use your compressor to pump your tire. First, take out your compressor, put it next to your wheel, and here in the front compartment you will find the pipe, which is quite extendable to reach all the tires. Then connect this to the compressor and then to your tire. After that, do the electrical connection. Red is always positive, black is negative. On your starter battery you will have a cap which is red, so it's quite easy. Red on positive, and black on negative. Here in your compressor you will have 2 switches. One is to switch on your lights, and the other one is to turn on your compressor. Let your compressor run for a few minutes, and after a while just stop. Take it off your valve, and in your glove compartment you will find a tire gauge, tire pressure gauge, where you can check your pressure. At the moment we have 1.9 bar. On tar roads you should have about 2 bar, and if you drive gravel or sand you should drive with 1.8 bar. Here in front you will find your 40-liter water tank, which you can fill via this cap. With this tap on the side of the car you can let the water flow. This air vent is very important to have less dust in your canopy. Always leave it open if you are on gravel road or a dusty road, so that air can blow in and causes an overpressure in the cabin here. The only time that you actually close it is if it rains, and you just press, and if you want to open, you open the side door and press from the bottom up. What's special about these cars is they've got a double tank system. First of all, you've got your original tank, where also your tank gauge is inside, and you've got an auxiliary tank, which is a bit higher. These two are connected via pipe. So when you drive your vehicle, first of all, the diesel or petrol, whatever, will be used out of your auxiliary tank till that runs empty, and afterwards the diesel or petrol from your main tank will be used. And only by that time your gauge will start showing. So this means you can drive between 200 400 kilometers before you will have any movement in your gauge. If you fill your car, both tanks will be filled at the same time. They've got a Y pipe where the diesel or petrol will run simultaneously to both tanks. With this hose you can find with your toolbox, you can get the diesel out of your canisters into your fuel tank without sucking. The good thing is you won't have any diesel in your mouth. So what you do is take this end where there's the valve, put it into your full canister and go up and down. And after a little while the diesel will start flowing, and by that time you must just have the pipe in your fuel tank, and then the diesel is going to be filled up. The Lancruiser is fitted with this awning. It's a 270 degrees awning, very easy to open and close, and I will quickly show you how it works. Then you just pull here and it will open. Then you just push this into here, pull it a bit tight, and voila. Furthermore, if it rains, please lift this up so that the water can run off. Afterwards, please also stabilize the awning with this foot by lifting it up a bit and securing it, and then use this rope and the provided pegs to secure it. This is very important for wind. If a wind gust should come, that it doesn't lift up the awning. If you want to open the rear of your vehicle, please remove the clip and the latch, and then this one here. Same on the other side. First the clip, and the metal latch, and the secure pin. Furthermore, the Lancruiser is also fitted with a large storage compartment which you can easily pull out. And here you can store your groceries or your luggage. The Lancruiser is not fitted with a normal toolbox like all our other cars. The tools are stored underneath these wooden compartments. Here you will find your compressor, your jumper cable, a wooden block for your jack, a broom set, wheel spanner, tow rope, a pipe which you can use to get the diesel out of your jerry cans into your fuel tank, the adapter for your high lift jack, and a basic toolbox of all the tools you might need. Your barbecue, your chairs, also ladder is included because the Lancruiser is a bit higher, so it makes it easier to open and close the rooftop tents. Then you have 2 gas bottles. In the back of your canopy on the roof you will find your camping table. To get it out, just pull in the 2 rings and pull it out. Open the feet and voila. Here you will find your fridge. Your fridge you can open here in front, and it's nicely accessible from the side. This fridge can cool down to -10, -15 degrees, and so even meat or other products can be frozen if you want to, and can last a long time. To turn on and off your fridge and to regulate the temperature, you have this dial. Now the fridge is turned off, the little green lamp is not burning. As soon as you turn it on, the light goes on, the compressor goes on. With this function now on the cool, when it's standing on cool, it goes down between 7 to 5 degrees. The further you turn the dial, the more it cools down, and later at 4 to 5 it even freezes and can go down around about -10, -15 degrees. You drive your vehicle and your alternator is running. Please run your fridge on a very high number, meaning that it can really cool down, it can freeze, or maybe really cool down your groceries. And by nighttime, when you reach a campsite, you can turn it down a little bit, or if possible, even switch it off completely to save your dual battery. The fridge normally runs over 12-volt battery power. Here you can see the plug. Furthermore, if you're on a campsite and you've got external power to 20-volt power, you can also power the fridge via this extension lead, which you just plug in, and automatically the fridge will then run over external to 20-volt power, saving your battery. And of course you also have a camping lamp. This is a solar lamp, so it can be charged either by the sun or via USB cable. Here you find your kitchen box. In your kitchen box you will find your cutlery. A braai tool, a kettle, 2 burners for your gas bottles, 1 plastic basin for your washing, different sized pots, a pan, a colander, big plates, small plates, bowls, coffee cups, stainless steel cups. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to open your rooftop tent. First you can unclip these 2 clips, open up here, and then you've got a zipper holding together your rain cover. Right, open the zipper up completely and then remove the rain cover. Very important, here's your ladder, and there are 2 rings here and there. Pull them up a little bit and push in your ladder. Furthermore, there are 2 clips, left and right. Unclip please. Then you can move to the other side. The rain cover you can just pull down and let it hang next to the vehicle. Then you take the ladder, pull it out till it clicks in. Alright, and then you just press it down and pull it towards you. Then the sides you can pull down a little bit, the can. Very important. These ledges, please secure them, because that's the only place insects can come in. In the back of your vehicle, you will find your tent poles. There are 8 of these tent poles, which you can remove from the back. All right, this is also rain cover of the tent, which you can loosen here on the sides. And then use 2 tent poles to lift it up. Right, you just insert it here, lift it up, and then underneath here you will find a little opening where it is pushed in. Same on the other side. Alright, the same you do with all the windows, the 2 windows, and if you want to, also the back door. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to enter your rooftop tent. First you open this canvas door with the zippers, left and right. you roll them up and secure them at the top. Right, then you've got your mosquito gas, also via zipper, and the same again, securing at the top. Okay, inside, very important, there are 3 of these rubber bands, and they are very important if you close your tent because they pull the canvas material closer together. It's very easy to unhook them. There's like rings and edges which you only loosen and put them to the side. Alright, then you climb in. Inside you can open your windows left and right, also via zipper. The canvas material is just rolled down. And that's that. Inside, at the moment we have 2 blankets and cushions. These you will normally find in the back of your vehicle in a special bag. Please always, if you close your tent, take them out, put them in the bag, don't leave them in the tent because it makes the tent very fat and it gives you difficulty to close it. Otherwise, what stays in the tent is your very thick mattress with this cover over it. No, this you can leave in your tent. Okay, that was it. I hope it was very informative and I could answer many of your questions. If you have any additional questions, you are more than welcome to ask them if you are here at Asco to take over your car. Somebody will be there to assist you and will then gladly show you the car again and answer your questions.